I'm here with Colin Duffy. He doesn't really need an introduction. I mean, he's a BD athlete. We saw him at the past Olympics. He's been on the scene for a bunch of years now. So thank you so much for making some time and joining us here today. It's Sunday morning, so last night there was the qualifications for the lead finals. How was it for you? How did it go?
The lead semifinal went great. I was able to put up a good fight in the qualification round. I didn't really feel like myself, so it was nice to kind of reset and have a good climb in the semifinal. And yeah, I made it to the final tonight, and I'm very excited to have another round.
The scrape on your nose is not from the lead route, is it?
No, it's from the bouldering round,
Okay.
one of the semifinals. I just got too close to the wall and scraped it.
Okay. Are you all right though? It doesn't hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt.
Okay. It looks like it could burn though. But I just want to do a couple of quick rapid fire questions in case who's watching doesn't know you, which in that case, watch a bit more climbing. How long have you been climbing for?
So I started when I was about 4 or 5, and I'm 20, so I've been climbing for 15 years.
What got you started in climbing?
I started by just seeing random climbing walls at playgrounds and rec centers, in a carnival, and I would just, every time there was a wall, I really enjoyed climbing, and then eventually I found a real climbing gym, joined a youth program, and then eventually started competing.
Were your parents like, oh, we have to put him in a climbing club or else he's gonna get hurt?
Not immediately. They saw that I really loved climbing and then wanted to give me a chance to pursue it. And then, yeah, they weren't climbers themselves, so I kind of just found it on my own, and then they supported me.
All right. And where are you from?
I'm from Colorado. I live just north of Denver.
Okay. And what's your favorite discipline?
It's a pretty hard question. I'm better at lead climbing, but I definitely enjoy the challenges of bouldering sometimes more than lead. But I don't know. I don't know if I can choose. I think I love being kind of an all-around athlete, doing both of the disciplines. That's
in my notes. That I think that we saw you coming up on the scene 2019, 2020, right before the Olympics, and we were like, well, this is the first person that is an all-round climber. You were good at speed, you're good at bouldering, and you're excellent in lead. So it's yeah, I understand. Maybe it's difficult to pick, but you've got endurance for days, basically.
Yeah, I guess. I think I've always excelled on the lead wall since youth climbing.
Nice. And how often do you train per week?
4 to 5 days per week, and then I don't have a very strict regimen. I will climb if I feel tired, I'll take the day off, and if I just kind of listen to my body. But typically 4 to 5 days a week. But it's not very strict. If there's a week where I feel really just destroyed, then I'll take some extra time to reset.
And are you studying right now?
Yeah, I just took the last semester off to prepare for Paris, but right after the Olympics, I'll go back into school, and I'm a third year at university.
What are you studying?
Math. Yeah,
Oh,
applied mathematics.
All right. Yeah, I always feel climbers go into maybe physics or engineering because there is so much of, and I guess maths falls into that. I failed maths in high school, so I'm the wrong person to talk to about this. Who's your favorite climber or hero?
Probably Jakob. Yeah, just both his style and power and longevity of career are things that I really aspire towards. And so, I mean, I grew up watching him in the World Cups back when I was just a kid, and so to be able to compete with him at this age is really inspiring.
And you qualified with him for Paris back in August. How was it to qualify then? It's gonna be a year in total before the Olympics. Mm-hmm. How was it just to get it out of the way? And was it easier, I guess, to focus on training? Or I guess what I'm trying to ask is how was your training in preparation for the Olympics, having so much time ahead?
Yeah, qualifying in Bern was dream come true with having a lot less pressure and more time to plan out my training. I didn't have to worry about the Continental Championships, which was a few months after Bern, and then also not having to do the OQS has given me a lot more time to focus on training rather than competing. So yeah, it was just I did not think that I would be able to qualify in Bern, but when everything aligned and I had a good performance, it just made the rest of my year easier.
And why did you choose to actually sign up to the Innsbruck World Cup? Because I'm guessing like it's so close to Paris, and I don't know, now in your training, like, are you trying to peak right now, or are you still aiming to peak in Paris? Like, was it just like you signed up to this World Cup to kind of have a check-in with your mind and body? Like, yeah, why did you sign up for this World Cup?
Yeah, Innsbruck's just a good test of where I'm at right now. Obviously, I'm trying to peak for Paris, but having the schedule of this comp is really grueling. Like 3 days in a row. This is my third day on now. I had the bouldering semifinal on Friday, double lead yesterday, and then lead finals today. And so it's like just a really good physical and mental test before the games. And yeah, I'm happy to see where I'm at. Bouldering, the qualifier went really well, and semifinals was quite tough, but overall I'm happy about my shape and looking forward to training more.
What is your strategy to go into these Olympics? Because you already had some experience from Tokyo. So are you gonna go into this Olympics with like a different mindset, or you're focusing more on lead or maybe more on bouldering?
I think focusing a little bit more on lead just more consistent, so there's a higher chance of performing well in lead if you're in shape. And just sometimes the boulder round, you can be the most prepared person in the world and still get like one top. And so yeah, I'm trying to be in the best lead shape possible, and while also training a lot of bouldering. It's hard you have to make some sacrifices to be at a high level in both, but yeah, definitely looking to be a little more lead focused for the comp.
Yeah, I always think like in the lead, the route setters are trying to aim for a top. So if you can top it, it's 100 points in the bag and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, good strategy. And then what else? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about outdoor rock climbing. Do you have any projects for the fall, maybe after the Olympics? Are you gonna go back on rock? Because we saw you both like bouldering and sport climbing in the US. Do you have any projects?
No climbs in particular, but I'm very excited to get on rock this fall. I want to do 8C V15 and then a 9A plus 515A route. Those are just kind of the next grade levels that I haven't achieved yet, and so I'm very excited to take a step back from the plastic and climb on some real rock after the games.
All right, can we do a round of rapid fire questions, or yes? Okay. Bouldering or sport climbing?
Sport climbing.
Footwork or fitness?
Fitness.
Limestone or granite?
Granite.
Finger strength or core strength?
Core strength.
Interesting, you're the first guest to say that. On-site or flash?
On-site.
Where's the best place to climb in the world?
I don't know if I know that one. I haven't climbed enough places in the world.
And what's your summer project?
The Olympic Games.
All right, thank you. Final question, the random chalk bag, because there are not that many left.
What does Black Diamond mean? To me, Black Diamond just represents everything about climbing. They both support me in the World Cups and then also climbing outdoors. It just encompasses all of what rock climbing is, and I'm glad to be supported by them.